Good evening everybody, welcome to another video. I say evening, it's just about 6 o'clock now, and as you can probably hear, it's blowing a gale. Storm Agnes is here. It's Wednesday, and I've come out down my private stretch. I say my private stretch, my neighbour has the rights to this, of the Avon behind me there, as you can see. Come out to do some predator fishing today, or this evening I should say. Now, it's going to be a little bit of bait and weight here. There's only sort of a couple of swims to go at. I'm going to be here with my friend Mick tonight, who loves a bit of predator fishing, as I do. Primarily, the target's going to be zander. Catch some nice perch, which I have done on dead baits here in the past. Fantastic. Catch some pike, which again, caught some lovely pike here as well in the past, so that'll be great. But first predator session of the season, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Now there's a bit of water on and a little bit of a tinge of colour. It's up maybe 6 inches on summer levels, which is a reasonable amount in the Avon, and it's pushing through a little bit as well, so fingers crossed we can have a few fish out. So of course I'm going to use roach as bait. I've also got some smelt and I've got some mackerel as well, so we'll perhaps hedge our bets a little bit. I'm going to fish with 3 rods on alarms. I did think about bringing some floats down, but I think it's just pushing through a little bit too fast really. With all these leaves coming down as well, I think we'd struggle a little bit. So we're going to go on the ledger, we'll set the alarms up and we'll put the rods on them. Just to quickly run you through the gear, I've got, I've not got a set of 3 rods to do this, so I've sort of mixed and matched a little bit. I've got a couple of old Fox Warrior TT 2¼ pound test curve rods there. I've coupled them up with just a cheapie Advanta Endurance free spool reel there. 12 pound mono. Got a couple of them, and I've also got one of my, as you can see here, it's as simple as this really, one of my Dower power meshes. 2¼ pound test curve this as well. It's not actually a barbel rod, one that I use for barbel fishing. They've all just got straight running ledger rigs on. I'll go through a little bit more detail exactly what I'm doing. Just basically running ledger rig, wire trace. While we're talking gear, as I say, we're going to go on running ledger setups, but I think I'm going to use some of these predator stems, which are quite good. What we've got here is a little, it's a pre-tied predator stem. Stick your lead on the clip at the bottom, and this will clip onto the clip on the main line, the running clip on the main line. It's a poly ball there, so this just keep your line up off the bottom, like so. Just in case there's any debris, it'll foul the line near the bait. So the predator can just pick the bait up, move away without any resistance from any debris on the bottom. So I think we'll use those. Digging out all my old stuff here. Got some traces made up here. Now what I like to do trace wise is use Drennan soft strand wire, so I can knot it, and I actually knotless knot it onto a single circle hook. It's a Sakuma 440 circle hook. I'll go into a little bit more detail how I tied this up on a separate video. I'll stick a link up there for you, up there, and in the description below if you want to go and see exactly how I tie these traces up. But I do like a single circle hook. I'm not a great fan of snap tackle. So that's it. We'll get these all onto the rods, get the leads on as well, the predator stems, and I think basically the plan is very simple. I'm going to fish 1 rod very close in here, very deep in the edge, certainly 10 foot deep, a rod length out. We'll fish 1 right in the edge, 1 in the middle, and perhaps 1 over the far side. There's a tree over the other side there. We'll spread things about. Mick will spread his rods out about as well, and fingers crossed we can catch something. We're going to fish into dark, probably not too long after dark, but certainly till it gets properly dark, and hopefully a shoal of zander will descend on us. That's the plan. So as you've probably gathered if you watch any of the videos, this is just my sort of tension and carping setup from the closed season. We'll, as I say, I've got a barbel rod, so it's very much make do, but it'll certainly work, no problem at all. We'll put this first one in right in the edge, stick half a roach on. Now I did actually have a pike strike when I was doing a bit of roach fishing earlier, so Wouldn't surprise me if we didn't have a fish fairly soon. But I'm literally just going to drop that one rod right in the edge down there. There we are. Right. Got some nice free running bobbins there. We'll keep these baits on the move today as well. We'll keep moving them around. Try and drop them in front of some fish. And so we've had some nice fish out of here in the past. Had some nice zander. Had a pike pushing 20. Not quite, but it was nearly there. And some lovely perch as well to pushing £3. So be great to have some fish today. Some decent fish. So as I say, we'll cover all the basics today. A nice margin down to our right, sort of reed-lined margin. There's lots and lots of bait fish out in the middle, so that's always a good place to have a go. And of course we've got that lovely far margin as well. Right, we'll put one out there. It's about 12-13 foot out there. As I say, there's a bit of flow on today, so not sure quite how it'll fare from a point of view of sort of having a free running setup. Well, as free running as we can. Here he is. How you doing, mate? Oh, you have had the buzz.
This is growing back low since it was like not before.
Aye. We've had a little bit of a current on here. Aye. Well guys, we've got an occurrence. Yeah, something's off with this. Yeah, something's off with it. Now, I've got circle hooks on, so I'm just going to wind down to it. Yeah, waiting for something. Well, that's a good start. Only been in the water a few minutes. I don't know what it is, little jack probably. Oh, it's a nice stripey. Oh. Cool, that's a perch and a half. Oh, cracking start. Stripey. Well guys, how's about that? Cracking start. I've been in the water about 10 or 15 minutes. And a perch on this just rod that was very close in. That's cracking. Rather thin looking character. But very happy with that. Good start. Right. A cracking start. Aye. Well, Mick's got a bit of interest, guys. Certainly something going on there.
It's definitely a bite, but
Yeah. Again, it's quite snatchy, wasn't it? Well, get a few snatchy bites now, which is good. It's just starting to get dark, as you can probably tell. Oh, Mick we were thinking perhaps it was perch, but Mick says it's got some zander puncture marks, so that's great if there's zander about. Brilliant. Right, he's off again. He's off again. Some more interest. Blimey, it's all happening. Is that the one you just cast back out?
Yeah. Very sort of jerky bite, it wasn't a nice.
Nah. Sure, it was quite snatchy, wasn't it? Well guys, it's just starting to get dark, as you can see. It's a little bit of light left in the sky, but not a lot. The wind has picked up massively. They've actually rolled it back, the wind forecast for this area, but it keeps raining and it's it's proper blowing. But we've had a bit of interest. Mick's had 3 or 4 little snatchy takes. I've had that perch and 1 aborted take as well. So it's looking like there's some fish in the area, and Mick's are certainly zander because they've got those telltale sort of little fang marks, but they're not very far apart, so we're thinking they're probably small zander, but fingers crossed something will happen before we go. Probably give it another hour, something like that, until it's properly dark. Well guys, we're going to call it a day there. Very strange evening. The wind's still blowing, as I'm sure you can hear. We had lots of finicky, fiddly little takes. Certainly Mick has had perhaps half a dozen. I've just had the 2 bites, that one off that perch and then another one not long afterwards. But pretty much since it got properly dark, or certainly pretty dark, have I had anything? Hardly a touch. It's been very, very strange. But we stuck it out till about 9. It's properly dark now, and like I say, nothing doing at all. Now, I will be out again to do a similar thing. Perhaps here, we might go to the canal with a friend of mine called Nick. He's only caught very small zander in the past, so he fancies having to go for a slightly bigger one. So we may come here and chance it, because like this evening, we may not catch. Or we may go to the canal where we've probably got a better chance, but the fish are probably going to be smaller. But that's for the weekend. For now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Apologies for the lack of fish, but we did try. Tight lines, enjoy your own angling. Many thanks to the channel patrons for your fantastic support, and I'll see you all again very soon.